You are now listening to the Odd Valley Podcast.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Odd Valley Live. We've been away for some time doing some stuff, but we are back this evening, this happy hour, to, join you guys again. I know it's been a while, but, here we are.
Yeah.
I hope you missed us. We sure as hell did miss you. So,
You say did or didn't miss them?
we did miss you.
Ah. Yeah.
You're... What? Do you want me to do?
Can you
right
lean
now?
in a little?
I don't
Just a little bit.
want to lean in.
You don't want to lean in?
It hurts my back.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to hurt my... Okay, here.
Okay, no. So now don't lean in. Stay back there.
Well, I've already moved my chair.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone.
You have to have good posture even though you're on camera. Can't
No,
go
that's
like
fine. I
this.
just need a consistent level from you, and you were super low was all.
But
I
anyways...
just want to make sure they can hear you.
Okay, well,
Alright.
we are back with you. I am Mochi Squeeze, if you did not know that already. And your other host right there is Jacob Jones. He is also
What up?
producing, so he'll say some weird shit to me, and I will hate it.
How the fuck
and
is it weird, dude? I
it
just
will
asked you to
annoy
like
me.
just
But
sit where you want to sit,
I
and I'll
will-
adjust for you.
I will go ahead and let him do his thing because it is needed.
Do you want to
you know,
just whisper,
I mean,
like, so they can't hear you? Is
I'm
that
just
what you want?
saying.
Look, Amgiel's here. He wants to hear you.
Yeah, I'm just
See?
making a comment on the situation. But anyways, we're back, and we're going to go ahead and tell you
yeah.
what the topic is. We haven't been back in a while, as I have been mentioning, but it's because we have been doing a lot of stuff. April, we only did one episode because we really wanted to squeeze in another D&D session before we weren't able to do it in May.
Squeeze.
So, because yes, we are big nerds, and yes, we still do play D&D, and we have a wonderful group this time. So, we did want to do another one because we knew we weren't going to be able to do anything in May because May is a pretty busy month, May and June actually. So,
Do you remember the last episode that you did? Do you remember what happened?
yeah, it was the lumpia eating challenge.
Yeah. How long ago
So at
does that
least we
feel?
went out with a bang. Like,
How long
4
ago does
pods,
that feel?
So, I don't know. It feels like just yesterday.
It feels like last year to me.
It just
kinda
feels like just
crazy.
yesterday to me. But
Yeah.
anyways, we're
Time's
back
weird,
with
man.
you. But during May was a very important month.
Uh-huh.
It was I turned 40. So
Yeah, ding, ding, ding,
it was
ding,
a
ding,
big
ding,
deal
ding,
kind
ding,
of.
ding,
Um,
ding, 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 ding.
I
Let's
so we
see.
did like a
I'll
lot
give you
of
40 coins.
you know.
Okay, that's 20 coins. Hold on. $40 coins.
Okay, see? Well,
There you go. I
we
hope you
got 40
enjoyed that.
coins, and yeah, so turned 40. We did some stuff. We did
Uh-huh.
for my birthday. We planned a lot of
Mm.
stuff, and we had a lot of fun. And so that is actually what the topic is going to be today. We're going to be talking about our trip, what we did. We'll be showing you videos, and we will be saying we will be giving you a little bit of fun facts as we go along about the things that we did and we saw. So it still is kind of where we're trying to educate you a little bit on something that maybe you did not know drunkenly, because we are going to drink. We are a drinking podcast for everybody that is new, that hasn't watched us before. We like to drink, and that's what we're going to do. So please drink with us because it is much more fun when you do, as long
Yeah.
as you're of age in your country or wherever,
Great job.
you know. But
Great job.
shall we move on to our preliminary shot? Because that's what we do. We do a preliminary shot. of Jameson because that is our non-sponsor. We love it.
Yep.
And we
Man.
still drink it. You know, I am getting older. My liver's kind of getting older, so I cannot drink as much as I used to, but I sure do try when I can. And today is one of those days because it is also a long holiday weekend. And I have nothing to do this weekend because I have to recuperate from the vacation. So we are trying not to spend money, so we are staying home.
We're gonna spend some money on stuff. You know?
A little bit.
Just
Well, I'm
bit.
getting my nails done because these desperately need to get done again. This thumbnail is breaking, so.
For real?
Yeah, for real. All right, ready? We're going to do a preliminary shot, so everybody get your
All right.
shot glass. Jacob is actually
been a
using
while.
a new shot glass of ours
Check it out.
from one of our trips that we did.
Savor
during
the flavor, Jazz Cannibals.
40th birthday.
New Orleans. Eat
Well,
more
I was
music.
going to not say where the thing was and let them guess based on the design, but he said it, so there you
It's
go.
a second line. I'm sorry.
But there you go.
I was just reading. There's stuff at the top. I didn't even
Yes.
realize there was
So
letters. up here.
everybody, cheers.
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 Yay.
Woo! I haven't had a full shot like that in a long time.
Yeah,
mean, we did
since you were
have-
40.
We did have a couple shots last night during the Golden Knights game, though.
We are essentially doing the same thing today, that we did yesterday. If you think about it.
Correct. Because every time we go to PTs and we watch a game, we always get a shot and a beer, which is what we did last night. We did a shot and a beer, but I feel like when you go to PTs, they don't really give you a large shot. So I feel like this was larger. Or I don't know if it's like, I'm just like, it's like playing mind games with me because it's like in a smaller glass and it's condensed. So then I feel like there's more shit like going in my mouth at once.
More shit mouth.
Then when you're at PTs, they give it to you in like in essentially a Scotch glass, and then so it looks more spread out. Don't know, but yeah. So
The more you know.
yeah. Anyways, so we are gonna move on to our wheel. His name is Trebek, in honor of our favorite game show host.
Rest in peace.
So we are doing that. And what the wheel is I like to call it the wheel of misfortune. We spin the wheel twice, whatever word it lands on. Anytime we say the words during this podcast, we have to drink. So that's what we're going to do. Jacob will activate Action Cam, and then you're going to go ahead and check out what the wheel is all about.
What's a good sound for Action Cam? I like this one. It's Link from Zelda falling off of like a cliff or something.
That's depressing. That sounds like someone fucking dying. That is like
It's one of the
ultra
best.
sad.
It's one of my favorite samples for the soundboard. I need more though. I need one that says like drink or something, you know? Anyway, here we go. These are the possible words. We got plane/fly, car/drive, vacation, New Orleans, California, Universal or Mario. This one's unscrewed a little. Food/eat.
I think we paused.
What?
I think we're frozen.
No, we're not.
I'm watching the stream right now on my. Oh, there we go.
Don't
We're
worry about
moving.
it.
Okay.
It's good. Oyster is another one. Birthday, and then as always, drink, drunk. So these are the possible pie slices. We're gonna spin it twice and see what we get.
It's a good thing he like read it because I could not read his writing. Like,
Can't read your
absolutely
writing
not.
either, my sweet.
So
Okay, we have New Orleans.
okay, New Orleans.
That's good.
Which I have a
go one more.
question about that. Remind me when we're done spinning.
Sure. Oh man, it almost landed on drink, drunk. It was like,
Okay, plane and
there.
fly. Okay.
Yep. So New Orleans, plane, fly. Let's get the words in the chat. And what was your question?
Okay, so ever since we've been doing this trip, right? When we were planning it, I've been telling people, "Oh, I'm going to New Orleans." So I've been having a really confused
Wait.
time on how you say it.
Hold on. Hit the bell because you said the word.
Sorry, I gotta put this here.
Yeah, you're cool. So yeah, anytime we say any of those words you see in the chat,
Well, we're about to drink
Let's
a
go.
lot right now because we're gonna have to talk about it. So, like, how do you say it? Do you say New Orleans or do
New
you say
Orleans.
New Orleans?
both.
Because naturally off the
bad time.
so
What? Yeah. Why did you just say it a bunch of times?
I told you I'm gonna have to say it. This is gonna be a segment right now where we're saying it a lot because I'm talking about how to say the word.
Okay.
So naturally, what rolls off my tongue is New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
But is that right?
I think that down there, you said the word. Down there is what I'm gonna refer to it right now. They pronounce stuff kind of funny. Our tour guide said that even, you know.
No, I know I don't say it like how they say it, because they clearly say it different. But
Yeah.
just a regular person that does not live in Louisiana or whatever, like
Either way is
do
fine.
you? So when you say
know.
it, like roll off the tongue, not thinking about it, how do you say it? Say it.
New Orleans.
Okay.
Hit the bell.
Okay.
This doesn't count, but Amgil says Namhain. Namwin.
No, he's probably okay. You're probably saying it with your accent.
Yeah.
So, and Jacob can't read it how,
Namwin.
A.M. Gill would do it. And we've already talked about this. I think it's so funny
What?
that he does a really good.
Yeah, he's
Accent.
he's a man of of voices, but he's not here right now.
I know,
He's not here.
which sucks.
Okay.
We should have you on here one day.
Yeah, it's
It would
gonna
be the
happen.
best.
We'll have Alec on here one day. That's
Yeah.
true.
But anyways, let's move on. That's what I wanted to ask.
Uh-huh.
Because I have been talking about it. People have been asking about it, and I just didn't know if I was saying it right. And then I felt like because I didn't know if I was saying it right, it made it awkward because I was thinking too hard about it.
Why do you
If
worry about
anyone
these
knows
things?
if anyone knows me, they will
Yeah,
know that this is not
ridiculous.
a weird occurrence
No.
with me. This is absolutely a normal occurrence.
Mochi Squeeze worries about the most trivial things.
I worry about everything.
No one's thinking about what you're thinking about. Oh, let's get rid of the action cam. Goodbye, action
Yeah.
cam.
But all right,
can
so
unplug it.
we could move on. We could talk
Get out
about
of here, action cam.
the start of the trip, right?
Yeah.
It was. I had a really, really good time. I mean, a really good time.
Uh-huh.
It was. I couldn't have asked for a better 40th birthday celebration, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good time. Nothing really bad happened. I mean, I think that I did everything that I had planned on doing for my 40th, which was a lot of things, to be honest.
Totally.
That I was trying to do. You could ask Jacob as we were trying to plan this. We went back and forth that I was going to get a beach house at Huntington Beach and stay in California the whole day and have the family just stay over and and then we'll just wake up and go to the beach every day and do barbecues and have bonfires and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that quickly changed to doing New Orleans. At first it was going to be like a whole week maybe, and trying to get the whole family to come out there maybe to do a family trip and stuff like that. But originally it was supposed to be like PCH Drive. Like I was supposed to drive up PCH. I had this PCH drive playlist that I've been working on, and I was supposed to do it at like midnight. Then it changed to sunrise, and then, I was supposed to like, have a convertible, like let my hair blow in the wind and all that stuff, like feeling free because I'm 40 and free or whatever. I was feeling at the time because I was clearly going through a midlife crisis in planning that trip, right? So, but I still want to do that, the full PCH thing, but. And
All
I
the way
love the
up to San
playlist
Francisco.
I love the playlist that we created. We could definitely share that playlist with the viewers if you would like.
Yeah.
I think it is a wonderful playlist that we are still growing, and we do take suggestions. We listen, we edit,
all this stuff.
because it's a specific vibe that we have, but
Uh-huh.
it is a mix of songs. But yeah, so basically that's what we were doing. But, we kind of stuck to it, but not really. We didn't do the beach house. We did keep New Orleans.
Oh, I got 2 drinks.
So that way we did some flying.
Uh-huh. Why don't you just start over? Like, you're
But-
talking about an old plan that didn't happen. Let's talk about what actually did happen.
I'm about to get there if you were listening. So we decided to keep New Orleans, which we got on a plane to fly over there.
2 bells. One more. That's 3.
And so that was part of the trip. But so a full
Yep.
itinerary that we decided was that we would go to California, have time with the family. We would drive there on the 13th. And then on Monday, we would do Universal because we wanted to do Nintendo World. Mostly Jacob wanted to do Nintendo World. I really just wanted to go to the backlot tour on a weekday because usually backlot tours on a weekday, sometimes you could see some shows filming or stuff like that. And if anyone knows me, my like favorite thing in the whole entire world really is just to watch TV. Cuz that's how I like to unwind. That's like how I like to decompress my mind. I just throw on a show. And also because it reminds me of my childhood. Anyone that knows me will know that I like to say that I am kind of like the cable guy because my mom worked a lot.
Chip
so
Douglas.
I watched a lot of TV because my cousins would only come around on the weekends, which I treasured forever. But during the weekdays, it was always just me by myself at home. So, and my mom had cable to entertain me. So I just watched a bunch of shows. That's how I kind of learned about life. That's how, that's how I spent most of my time when I was a kid. So this backlot tour was very important. So that's what I wanted to do. So it was a double-edged sword because he wanted to do Nintendo World. I wanted to do the backlot tour. It was going to be a Monday, so it shouldn't have been that crowded.
Young Jack Black.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
So that's what we did on Monday, and then Tuesday through Friday, we were flying to New Orleans.
Yep. I'm gonna need another beer when you have a sec.
And then and then I would have like an extra day on Friday, because we were flying back to spend with the rest of my family because not all of my family was able to come to New Orleans. So that was the plan. I was a little worried. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get to do PCH Drive. I guess like we're just skipping that. But then one drunken night at Jacob's family's house, as we always do at Jacob's family's house, we were getting drunk, and Jacob's brother-in-law was like, oh, we're gonna be in San Diego on the 13th, and because we're gonna watch NoFX farewell like concert. And so, if anyone knows Drunk Joy,
They're never
Drunk
gonna do
Mochi.
another concert ever.
I was all in.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even really listen to NoFX, to be honest. I'm gonna tell the viewers this. I don't
Just
really.
because you're drunk.
I really don't know. I know of them. I didn't really know any of their songs. I mean, I might, but I'm really bad at song names and artists and stuff. So, but I was like, yeah, let's do it. Because, like, I don't have anything planned. And I'm like, and I am just all in. All in. Okay. And so, and Jacob being drunk too. And he's like, well, it's your birthday. So, yeah, because Andrew was like, there's still tickets. And so Jacob buys the tickets right then and there.
Well, I was trying to be spontaneous and fun.
Yeah. And then so we did that. And I don't regret it. It was really fun. We went. It was their farewell tour. So that is them right there. I mean, I don't know what they look like when they were younger. I guess that.
Like that.
Is what they look like when they were younger.
Yep.
Which, I mean, I could appreciate. And that's what they look like when they're older.
I don't know which one's the singer.
I feel like they still. Sure. I feel like they aged well. I feel like they aged really well.
Oh, whoa. Is this guy?
I guess. Because to be honest, when we got there, like
we're not like I'm not like a fan of NoFX or anything like that.
And then because
but it's
Jacob
one of those,
doesn't really listen to punk music.
I've been dabbling more lately, but
okay,
I'm more into like the older stuff.
Yeah,
I have my collection of punk bands I like but it's like
who?
Offspring.
Okay,
because I had.
I mean, I'm not one to challenge you because I don't really know who are punk legends or punk classics. I don't know. You could say anything right now, and I will be like, yeah, I guess that's punk.
Who doesn't like the Clash?
Yeah.
Rock the Casbah.
Yes.
You don't fucking know.
I mean, you would have to play the song.
You know about Taylor Swift, but you don't know about Rock the Casbah.
I know about Taylor Swift because she writes breakup songs for the ladies.
I'm sure there's a breakup song from a punk band that you might like.
Okay, but you don't know what
I'm not saying that. I know. I'm just saying the Offspring's good. And it's because I had my first CD ever was Americana.
Okay.
Which is a great CD. That's the CD that has
I like the Offspring.
The one where he's all like.
But I feel like I like the Offspring when they did like that one song.
Was it about the kids ODing and dying? The kids aren't all right. The kids aren't all right. That song. You know that song.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that song.
I think so. I don't know. You'd have to play it.
Anyway, so we saw NoFX.
Yeah, so we saw NoFX, but
let's make this go away.
It was a good time. We went to San Diego. We spent time with the fam.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if the pictures downloaded, but I put it in our Google Drive.
You do have pictures?
Yeah, pictures with the fam.
But
Google Drive was still uploading, so I'm not really sure if they.
Whoa, there's a lot of pictures in here now. I see a picture of a tomb.
No, that's from New Orleans. You know what the pictures are from San Diego.
I don't know if I see pictures of oysters.
No. So it's not in there.
It's definitely not in there.
It's not in there yet then.
I have a little more information here. So the concert was at a place called Waterfront Park in San Diego downtown. When we first arrived there, it was a bitch to find a parking spot, and I was like super irritated. But hey, whatever, we figured it out. But yeah, we were in the downtown area of San Diego, and there is a place called Waterfront Park. That's where the concert was. It's pretty cool, it's like it's attached to this building, essentially, like this center. I was looking it up. It was kind of boring, so I didn't really save the save the thing, like the Wikipedia article. But the park itself was closed off and walled off, and it would like the whole park area was like almost like a festival. There was like a beer garden there before we showed up. That was supposed to be pretty cool, and then they only had like certain beers by the time we were there, which wasn't a big deal. You know, it's fine. We ended up getting drunk anyway.
I had a good time, and
Yeah, it was
surprisingly, like surprisingly, I didn't. Okay, I'm doing it in increments, so I just sent you the pictures, and they should have been uploaded
in the drive.
Yes, so.
Okay.
It was a really fun time. I mean, like, I had these things called beat boxes. And they got me fucked up. I only had
two
the
of beat
them,
boxes.
and then that was pretty much all I drank. And I was like fucked up.
Pictures.
So
not seen any.
You know?
Yet. Hey.
But
regardless, I pulled up a list of waterfronts events that are coming up soon that I found kind of interesting.
But Waterfront Park was pretty cool.
Because you wanted a bunch of fun facts. So here's some fun facts. They're going to be watching Puss in Boots at Waterfront Park during the summer movies in the park.
Well,
Puss in Boots.
This is just showing events.
Yeah, because this is fun.
Facts, we would say, hey.
Fun fact. Tiesto is going to be playing in the park.
Oh my god. Is he? But that
Saturday,
would be cool.
June 17th.
That'd be
on
cool,
that
though.
in that little park where we saw NoFX and other punk bands. Top Gun Maverick, summer movies in the park. That's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, but anyways, so we did have a good time. We met up with
Fun
Jesse
fact:
and
E.T.
Andrew.
the Extraterrestrial, October 21st.
But it was
Wow.
cloudy. That's the thing.
Yeah,
so,
it was super
like,
cloudy.
When we went, we were expecting it because when we were in Southern California, when we were in Orange County, it was sunny. Like when we left to drive, it was sunny and it was like a little bit hot. So when I was thinking about what outfit to wear, I was like really contemplating it. I had shorts and like a tank top on, but I was a little bit iffy about it. So I had a flannel. And I had this discussion with my cousin, like, should I wear it now, tie it around my waist? And she's like, oh, maybe just tie it around your waist because it's hot, because it was hot.
Yeah.
But then when we crossed the county line, it became cloudy.
Yeah, it was cloudy, and then it got kind of cold.
Yeah, and it was, like, cold. But it was by the beach, so.
Yeah.
So that's
the beach brings out the coldness, I think.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a sweater on during it, and I was afraid I was going to be too cold.
Yeah, it was walking distance though, which I liked. I like walking. So
it was
I like
right down the
walking
street.
to places.
Yeah.
So our hotel was like right down the street, which was awesome. It was
pretty
easy.
Cool, yeah.
The picture should be there, but so while Jacob's looking it up to pull it up, it was amazing though, and we walked, and I was so drunk that night that I didn't even remember that we stopped by a Jack in the Box to get food. And
we totally did, dude.
Yeah, we totally did.
Oh, here we go.
And I
Got
didn't know.
pictures.
It was one of those nights where you're like, wait, do I have all my shit? Like, do I have all my cards? But it was fun. I had so much fun that night.
Who the fuck is that lady?
She was the one. Are you going to pull it up? It's the one that when we were like totally trashed, we were taking this picture, and then they were like,
wait.
Oh yeah, someone like photobombed or something, blah blah blah, and it's that lady. But she didn't do anything crazy. She was just in it. So
nice.
So weird, but
photos. Is this the same? Oh, here we go. All right, cool.
Yeah. So
right.
though that's Jacob and his sister and me, and that's the park. So
and
you kind of could
vertical,
see it in the back.
So you can't see shit.
You could just shut the fuck up because you don't care about social media, so that's why you want
It's
everything.
vertical. It's like you can barely see what's happening.
Because it has to be vertical if you're going to post it on social media. It cannot be landscape. Right. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it makes no sense.
So, take
standardized
it up,
landscape.
Landscape's take better. It up with Instagram.
Fuck
take
you, Instagram. Fuck you, Meta.
Anyways,
you stupid bitches.
The one thing I could tell you, because if you could kind of see all the people in the background.
Let's see.
At this concert.
What are we looking at?
everybody was kind of like my age.
No, we can't see
or
anyone.
older.
We can't see
There was
anyone.
not anyone that was
Mm-hmm.
younger than, I want to say the youngest person I saw there kind of maybe in their 30s, late 30s at that.
Yeah, well, it's because it's a millennial crowd and we're getting fucking old, dude.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm just
All right, let's look at
pointing
another-
it out because I've been to a lot of
How
festivals
do
where I did
I-
run into a lot
It's
of
not
20-year-olds. So.
okay. Let's do the weird one with the weird
And
lady.
yes, I
no one
was wearing
knows.
sunglasses when it was overcast because I wanted to. And
Oh, yeah?
because I bought those sunglasses.
Is that what we're
and
doing?
They were the best.
Okay, here's the random lady we don't know.
Yeah, random lady we don't know.
I don't fucking know this lady.
Or maybe we do know. I don't know. Because Andrew is like,
Who the fuck
seems
is
like
this lady?
he knows this person. I don't know.
Who is this lady?
I don't know who that lady is. But Andrew seems like he knows that lady. Or maybe
Yeah, I
it
don't
was like
know.
a thing. Maybe we did know her because there were
My
some of Andrew's friends there.
Drunk
so.
ass sister here. This drunk ass Joy side face.
Yeah, but you see, no one can tell anyone's drunk in this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I might not look drunk because I always make the same dumb face, but all you motherfuckers look drunk.
I
Man.
feel like we don't look drunk.
Well, I feel like y'all do look drunk. All right, here's another one.
That's all of us. That's
Okay,
a
yeah,
bad
that's
angle on
Robbie.
me. Thank you. But yeah,
Yeah,
Robbie
this is
and
Jamie.
Jamie. So
There's Joy.
yeah, like I was the one that had to be in the front. Okay, like it was the worst. And
Look
by
at
the way,
Andrew.
everybody, Jacob's trying to grow his hair, so don't mind his like weirdly long,
Whoa,
awkward
bro.
hair.
Don't be talking
And then
shit.
yeah, and there's Andrew.
You're
He's
talking
like
shit.
growing his mustache or something.
Funny story about Jamie. As soon as we walk in to this waterfront park,
I don't know if you
she
should
was
tell
like,
this story.
"No, I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell everybody right now. It doesn't matter." She was like, "I just did a drug deal. Some guy just gave me weed for beef jerky, and that's a true story. So he just had extra weed.
I mean,
he
it's a
wanted to
funny
get rid
story.
Of.
I'm just
He
saying.
said he had extra weed he wanted to get rid of, right? And so he handed it
But
to her,
it's
and then she was
beef
like,
jerky.
"Here, have some deer jerky or
Yeah,
whatever."
it's special beef
Yeah.
jerky because Robbie
Epic.
right there,
Epic
he
win.
is like a master hunter, and he hunts like
a master hunter.
yeah, and he hunts big game and
Whoa.
stuff like or whatever, and he's
Good
like does
times.
really good, and he does it with a bow, an arrow,
Sometimes.
most of the time. That's what they said,
Oh, well.
and
that's
so
cool.
he uses them for meat.
Here's me and my sister.
And and we've had his summer sausage. I think that's what you call it because it's in that thing, and it's good. So I don't
the
know what anyone's talking about.
the fuck
That's
is
like
happening?
worth it.
Why is it not?
But
Now it's not working. That's irritating.
that is that.
Huh.
So we had a good time there, but we also, fun fact, we had the worst McDonald's experience in our entire life there.
Oh, that's true.
It was
yeah.
across the street from the university, not the
Okay, now it's
University of
working.
San
What the
Diego, but
This is my sister and I. right
Cal State San Diego. It was the state school for San Diego, right across the street. First of all, it was like really weird. It had 3 windows.
here. Yeah.
And then
What was with that?
And then McDonald's is usually
So
like
weird.
snappy with their service, right?
Yeah.
This was not.
Like, no one was
we
there.
Paid at the first window. We got our drink at the second window, and then we had to wait at the third window for our food, and we had to literally wait there for 5 minutes. And I know
Yeah, it was,
people
like,
are
forever,
thinking
dude.
5 minutes is not that long, but 5
Yeah.
minutes is a long time for McDonald's.
You're gonna say 5-minute wait for McDonald's isn't long?
Yeah,
Suck
5
my
minutes,
ass, dude.
It was like long.
Take my ass, suck it down like an oyster.
Yeah. And then, and not that I'm saying that, like,
New Orleans.
I like to support like the homeless or whatever, but there was this homeless guy that was just
Literally, like,
literally just there waiting
right
like,
next to the
asking for
pickup
people.
window. He's
But
like,
it's
"Hey
like-
man, I need some money."
I
me
wanted
some
to
money,
tell
bro.
him. I
I'm like,
wanted to tell
The
him,
fuck?
you're playing this all wrong, bro. You gotta wait at the first window and then
Yeah.
ask so they could order you food, because by the time you're at the third
Yeah. What
window,
am I gonna give you?
they can't give you food anymore.
Fuck am I gonna give you, dude?
But apparently, because I talked to my cousin,
Stupid.
that went to school in San Diego.
Uh-huh.
He said that the bums there are particular. Like they one time tried to give a bum some food because they felt bad. So they had bought all this food from some other place, and then they said, okay, well, we're gonna get some other food, so we'll give this guy food. But then he didn't even want it.
Yeah, of course not.
Because he thought that he was going to get the food from the place that they were currently at. And I was like,
beggars
okay.
can be choosers, I suppose.
I guess so.
It's
That's
just how
like,
it is,
yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Simi bitch. How are they choosy?
What up, see me, bitch?
Yeah, so it was weird. So
Dude, they
I
are
guess,
choosy sometimes.
So
It's
San Diego
ridiculous.
bums are choosy. Do not, if they're asking for, if it says, please give me money on their sign, just give them money if you're going to do it, because they
don't be trying to buy them a burrito, because they're not going to, they're going to be like, but this isn't a burrito I want.
Yeah, I don't know. So, but anyways, moving on. So we did that, and then we ended up being able to do PCH Drive.
Take this fucking burger and shut up.
Yeah, I mean, for real, right?
See me,
Like,
bitch
fuck.
said.
And he was really,
True.
but he was playing good music on his little, like,
Okay, next thing.
boombox.
What was the next thing?
Okay, so
we
next
drove
thing
back.
so we drove back, and
and
we were
did the
trying to do the
PCH.
PCH drive.
Yeah.
I have never driven PCH drive from San Diego up. I've always done PCH from Huntington Beach up, because that's where I grew up. I grew up around, like, I mean, I grew up in Long Beach, but when I was a teenager, we moved to Orange County, and
Yeah.
Huntington Beach was the nearest beach. So I already knew that you could take PCH from Huntington Beach up to Santa Barbara, up to the Bay Area. Like, you could drive it that way. I've never done it from San Diego up. But I was assuming you could do it, because a lot of Google searches for me said that you could do it. So we were trying to figure it out, but apparently you can't do it. So we tried, and it couldn't happen. But we got back on the freeway. Yeah, we got back on the freeway, and then I was just like, okay, I know that you could do PCH from Laguna Beach. So let's just drive up to Laguna Beach, and then, take it all the way back home. It's going to be a shorter drive, but it's still going to be like, I don't know, an hour or so. And, or 2 hours or so. So that's what we did, and it was awesome. We had a good time. Like, Jacob's never seen Laguna Beach before, so he was able to see all of that. And you know me, I am a sucker for the Orange County Housewives, and I was a sucker for watching Laguna Beach when I was a teenager, and the hills. So I got to see all the things that were on the shows that I watched, right? And it was a beautiful sight. And I got to tell Jacob where the liberal parts are and where the racist parts were.
New Orleans.
That we need to, avoid. And where
Sorry,
Kobe
just wanted
lived
another
and
drink.
everything like that.
Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, it was
And
cool
I got
driving
to show
through the
him
beach
my
towns.
old running spot, because me and my friend Sheila, when I used to live in California, there was a beach that there was a spot we would always run at all the time, every weekend. And I do miss those times. That's when I used to be a runner and I used to be fit. But now I'm just like kind of fit and a drinker. So, I mean, but I'm 40, so who the fuck cares? But yeah, so Jacob's fucking with my ring light.
I'm just trying to make the background more see-through.
Okay,
But it didn't change, so sorry.
Yep. Anyways, but so I got to show him stuff like that, because I used to run with my friend at Crystal Cove, and it would be like a fun time. Go to Crystal Cove, run on the beach, and then there was a breakfast spot called the Beachcombers that every time after our run, that's where we would go to have breakfast. And it was like right on the beach, and it was like awesome. And I miss those times, and I wish we could still do that, but there really is no beaches here in Vegas. But that's okay, because Vegas has other stuff. But anyways, so we did that.
Thanks to Adventure Every Day for this fun background.
Yeah, so we did that, and once we got back home, we spent a low-key time with my family and spent Mother's Day with my family on that day. So, and then the next day we did Mario World. So that was really fun.
Well, no, we went to Universal.
Yeah, we went to Universal. So,
Yes. So,
it was a good time. I just wanted to
and
share a video real quick. I was gonna do it
so I'm
to
gonna put
the
this
drive.
back up. So yeah, Monday we woke up. We drove up there. Valeted. It was kind of fun. You know
Well,
what I mean?
because we got Jacob has to say that
Oh, we
because
got
it was
VIP
my
tickets.
because it was my birthday, I decided to splurge and do Universal VIP.
Mhm.
I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. People are gonna be like, "Oh, you're like really bougie," blah 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 blah. But yes, I am. One, I am, and but it what you would you're never gonna regret it doing that because
Mhm.
so the price is different for every depending on the day. Because of course it's like if it's Saturday or Sunday, I think that the prices are more expensive. But since it was a weekday, it was like better, right?
Uh huh.
Um, so for hours, and people might like cringe about it a little bit. For hour tickets, it was like 370 per ticket.
Yeah, but it would have been even more if it was on another day.
But it would be even more if it was another day. Like I saw for Saturdays, it goes up to like 430, I think, per ticket. And yes, I sent the video of Mother's Day birthday, so he could share it with the viewers what we
What
did.
video?
From Mother's Day / my actual birthday, because
Um.
my cousins like they cooked all this food that I really love, and he did like the
Um.
dollar skewer things where you grill it, and it was like so good. I loved it. It was
Uh.
delicious.
I don't see the video. The first video that I see is being in front of the VIP thing.
The, okay, well,
Is
I
it
guess
is it uploading? What's
no. It
happening?
says it's done. It's done.
Okay.
It should look. It's kind of like dark.
It's kind of like dark. This one, I guess. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to play a video. There's no sound in any of these videos, all right? Just so everybody is clear on
But
what's
yes,
going on.
so just this is just
All
with
right,
my
here we go.
family,
This.
and we were
Boom.
just taking our birthday shots. And no,
Nope,
that's not
that's
it.
not the
That's
right one.
fine.
Okay.
It's this one.
What? Show it to me.
This one right there.
Give me your phone. I don't see that. 766.
It's okay.
Vid
Just
766.
skip it.
Vid
That's fine.
doesn't even fucking say shit. All right, guys. Sorry. I don't know
That's
why. No, that's
that's
you.
fine. That's fine. So anyways,
It should be
we'll
chronologically
just move on.
before.
We'll just move on
I don't fucking know, dude.
to
What's
what happened.
happening
So
with this?
we went to Universal, and the thing that I'm gonna say is that VIP is worth it because when you go, you get a guide, and then you also get free food and free drinks. And if anyone has been to any of these parks, you know that like drinks and food are fucking expensive.
Yes.
But this is all included in everything. So there should be a video in there of when we're walking into the VIP area. But I don't know. We don't have to
7-6.
show that. I most of the videos that I did take at Universal, I took with my new sunglasses that my cousins got me.
Here's your video. I got your video. There you go. I have to put it up though.
Okay,
Fuck.
so I did that.
We don't normally do this video shit, so
with
it's like
my
hard. All right, I'm
sunglasses,
sorry, everybody.
see, right here, which I love. The Ray-Bans, which I love extra because I love Ray-Bans. But and they're like their OG style. I can't put it on because of my headset, but these are the
There you go.
Wayfarers, so I could record and listen to music and take pictures with these sunglasses. So most of the videos at Universal is, are taken with the sunglasses. But that is the video. My cousin, this is the parents' backyard. We're all taking a shot, which I love. Liza's gonna kill me because she hates being on video.
Yep.
And that's my favorite. That's my favorite place to be. I love being
it's in the
backyard
of
with my
your
family.
Mom's house.
Yeah, with
Basically.
like at the parents' house. So that's my favorite place to be, I would say, because that's where we all get together. But let's stop showing that because she'll kill me. And so next you could show the videos of the VIP if you could find them. They're when we're walking in and stuff like that. But you get free breakfast. You get a guide that takes you everywhere. Most importantly, you do not have to wait in line for anything. So here it is. So you get a special entrance right here. If it's a little shaky, just know it's because I am taking the video with the sunglasses. But so yeah, you get the special entrance. And inside there, which I did not take a video of, but I did snap a picture of the food, is where you have breakfast and everything like that. And your guide and you meet your guide. But yes, you skip every line. You don't need reservations for, you can just show whatever videos because it's just all that.
Well,
so,
you said there was a picture, didn't you?
I didn't send the picture because it wasn't uploading.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
But so your guide takes you everywhere. They make an itinerary for you on the best way to view the park. First, they take you to all the rides, which is perfect. That's our guide. His name is Luke. He was amazing.
Yeah, Luke was awesome.
He was awesome. So we're following him around. We're walking. He's going to take us to all the places. And then this was good for Jacob because we did not need reservations for Mario World. And we were able to get on Mario Kart without waiting at all.
Well, we got on every ride.
Yes.
New Orleans.
So, but you don't have to watch the whole video, but...
Well, we could just keep talking. You want to skip to the next one?
Yeah, so... And then here's Mario World. This is Jacob's, fucking jizz my pants moment here.
Jizz my pants moment? I mean, I wasn't... Okay, what about the smelly guy right there?
Oh, that guy was
talk about
smelly.
that smelly guy?
We'll talk about that guy because that guy was...
This guy right here. Okay, first of all, you can see how he's raising his arm.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you
right here
now.
In this area where his armpit is, he's holding the phone. You can see him right there, right in front of us.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that I have a curse. My curse is that if there is a smelly person, they are around me. It doesn't matter what I do, but the smelly people are always fucking around me, and I don't understand. In airplanes, whatever, So in this particular group, there were two smelly people, and these two smelly people always were beside me, and I could not get away from them. I was disgusted.
Gross.
And the thing is, I'm going to tell you, ladies, because the thing is, this guy right here, this guy who's smelly, he was I guess not a bad smelly, but still bad, because it was just more like dried sweat smelly. I didn't wash my clothes properly smelly. But his girlfriend was pretty hot. She had a nice butt. She had her makeup done really well. She was a good-looking girl.
She had kind of a weird thing going on with her lips, but yeah.
No, he just thinks it's a weird thing with her lips because she got
injections.
She does have lip injections.
But she was that shit could have been 23. Why are you getting fucking lip injections?
It's okay.
Why?
She still looked good.
Stop getting lip injections, people. Stop it.
So she
does not look good on anyone.
Hugging on him.
Yeah.
Underneath
The
his
whole
armpit.
time.
I was like,
yeah, because he kept going this.
You can't
and,
tell
giving her
this
the
guy
hug.
that he smells. I would have told Jacob in a heartbeat if he smelled bad.
Making out.
Sometimes I tell Jacob that his breath smells in a heartbeat.
He's like this,
and he gets mad.
Okay. Here we go. He's like, come here, baby, and he's just hugging her. He's putting his fucking. And this is her face right here. He's all like.
And she did
And she's
not
got to get
say
a
word.
full
She
fucking
did
dose
not
of
say a
steak,
word.
dude.
And then there was
Full
another
on
guy that I
stink
kind of
dose.
felt bad. You might not see him, but I kind of felt bad because he smelled like what sour ass is supposed to smell like.
Sour ass.
Yeah, it was the worst. Every time he sat in front
Wow.
of me and he got up, I could smell it and I was disgusted.
Didn't even know like sour ass was an attribute.
I don't know. That's the best way to
Wow.
explain it. He's
So
right
here we
there.
are.
You could see him in the side
So-
just for a second.
Here we are at
Right there.
Mario World or Super Nintendo World. Oh yeah, that chubby guy on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know. He like needs.
So here we are. We're first walking in. You know, okay. So you can see the stanky guy. Look for the white shirt on the right, and then there's a fat guy right to the left of that kid. Right. Smelly sour ass.
And I'm not saying that he's smelly
Sour
because of his
fucking
size.
ass.
I just think that I don't know if it's like
Uh-huh.
didn't shower or maybe there's a thing happening. I just don't know, like because
Well, no, I mean,
know
obviously he
I
had
know
a
some
lemon
big
in his
people
butt.
that don't smell like that. So that's why I don't want anyone to get misconstrued that I'm trying to say it's because he's fat.
Baby.
It's not.
We're getting drunk already.
It's like too wild.
Plain.
But anyway, so that's what Nintendo World looks like. Jacob had a good time. And it was fun. It was really
Mochi
fun.
Squeeze had a good time.
It was really fun.
The fuck? We all had a
I
good
beat
time.
him on that ride.
You beat my score. Yes. That's correct. Okay, so the VIP experience, right? We first walk in. There's like food there. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We meet our guide. We all go out. And he's all like, look, man,
And
you're going to skip
Side
every
note.
line. You're going to get on every ride.
side note, the breakfast, they have these caprese tarts.
Yeah.
So good. You could ask Jacob. I probably could have ate.
She ate like 3 or 4.
I had like, and that's only because they only put out that much. So I pretty much cleared it and then like ate it. I could have ate like fucking a whole train.
See, that's the booty lady on the left there.
Yeah,
Why
see,
did she
and
get
had
her?
a nice dress on.
Why were her lips injected? By the way, we're walking through the Yoshi's Yoshi.
And I wasn't
story,
trying to look at his
whatever,
butt,
Yoshi's
okay?
World.
I was trying to look. Okay, everyone was saying I was trying to
Yeah, you're
videotape
looking at
this
his
guy's butt.
ass.
But it's not. It's because
You're
I had
looking
to
at his
walk
ass.
up the stairs and I was trying to look at the stairs.
You
wasn't
should have
trying
like
to-
looked around the room. You were
I was
recording.
gonna trip.
Record.
Did you want me to eat shit?
Hold the fucking rail, dude.
There was no rails
Hold
going up the stairs.
God, fucking! I'm looking at a rail in the video right now.
Yeah, but there's
There's
people
a rail.
touching it.
But also, why did we have to walk so fucking
okay, but
fast?
see, this is how fast we went through it because
I
we
was
didn't
like,
have to
damn,
wait
I'm
through
gonna
that
have
line.
a second to like stop and look.
We didn't have to wait through that line, so we were
Yeah.
moving fast, and I was trying to get everything right.
Yeah.
We could have, and the thing with the VIP
Cool
is
as
that
fuck, though.
you
Look at
can
that.
go back. Like at the end
Uh-huh.
of your time with your tour guide, you can skip the line at any ride at any time.
Dude, for sure, yeah. You
So
could just
we could have
branch
went
off,
back on this ride.
use the VIP thing. We have the VIP thing hanging on the wall there.
Yeah.
To interact with anything in the Mario area, you need one of these. Oh, it's see-through.
Yeah, because he got a Luigi band, so it's green.
I got Luigi band, but yeah, it's chroma keys in effect. But see, this is how I was able to like punch the blocks and get coins and stuff. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So here we are, just walking through this whole Mario Kart area. There's like a 2-hour line. No shit. But this is pretty early in the day, like maybe 11 something. 2-hour wait to get on this fucking line or on this ride, and we just walked. We just walked all the way
There's
up.
Luke again. He did a good
Yeah,
job.
what's up, Luke?
What's up, Luke?
Shout outs to Luke. Shout outs to Luke. You know what I'm saying?
He did a good job.
He was a good host.
He was a good host.
So yeah, narrate a little bit. Don't just watch
And
the
they
video.
all
Narrate
like,
what's happening.
But you were talking.
No, I'm just saying you could also talk.
I'm not gonna talk on top of you. That's dumb.
Okay, so you saw earlier. If we can go back, you could see. Well, Mochi didn't look at it for too long, but you can see on the walls here.
Yeah.
There is
couldn't.
like racing outfits for each of the Mario characters. I thought those were super neat. I took a lot of pictures of that stuff. I don't have it with me today, right now. But look, Luigi, Mario, Peach, Yoshi. Cool.
Yeah.
Then of course we went to the Harry Potter area, which is Hogsmeade. We've been here a bunch of times. It's better in Orlando. But
It is better in Orlando because
yeah, because you get Hogsmeade.
there's kind of like
and-
2 parks. Yeah.
You get Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, which is bigger. Diagon Alley's bigger and better than Hogsmeade, and all you have in L.A. and Hollywood is the Hogsmeade area. But it's still cool. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no,
You know?
I don't have the picture of the food.
There's a lot of cool shit.
But yeah,
up in here.
and then like after that, you get to go on a lunch break, and then the lunch is a lunch buffet, basically. So
It's
you
pretty
get to
good.
eat all you can
Yeah.
eat and all that stuff. So it was
see what's
pretty
next.
good.
Wait,
That's
what was
me
that?
trying to take a picture of
What was
Jacob, but I
that?
took a video.
Look at my dumbass face.
Yeah, so he was so excited.
But look, we were in line to play the one game there.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
So, you know.
Whoa, I don't even know what this video is. Is it even a video?
I mean, I don't know. Might be.
Whoa, it's like not even playing. But you can just get the
be.
idea that it's, big and cool.
Yeah.
Can we skip to the next one? Oh my god. Okay, the videos are tripping now. This is bad.
Well,
very
you don't
bad.
have to show anything anymore. It's
No,
okay.
I don't know why it's not doing it. It's not showing the videos. Huh. All right, well, I'm going to stop it for now. But cool, Mario World is hella sweet. Dude, y'all should go there if you can.
Mm-hmm.
I know we got some pictures. Yeah? I think I got all the pictures, actually.
Yeah, and he didn't want to share any of them.
Well, it's because, I don't know, I'm doing other things here.
But
man.
anyways, we'll
So just
move on.
I'm gonna share the I'm gonna share the words of the week again here, but continue.
We'll just move on. So we did that, and it was really fun. Then we moved on to my favorite part, which was like the backlot tour. The backlot tour was like really cool because we got our own trolley. They had drinks, ice cold drinks there, and then they actually let us go on the actual sets.
Yes.
Which was really amazing.
Super cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. My most favorite part was when we got to go into the props area because we were able. And this is an active site, so this is like people use these props and everything. Like producers or whatever from movies or shows reserve these props and rent these props still. So it's active. They wouldn't let us record or take pictures inside because some of the tags were on there on what shows or movies were the stuff were reserved for, which are some movies that are not even out yet or haven't even been announced that they were doing yet.
So what's interesting about that is that like other movie studios also rent out those props from Universal. But you have to be able to pay like 1/8 of the price a week to be able to check it out. Mm-hmm. And if you break it, you buy it for the full price, which is like, I mean, for something you would see at IKEA there, basically, it's like still like $2,000, whatever. It's a lot of money.
We got to see everything, and we even got to see
props.
like, we only got to see the first floor, so it was just like furniture. But the second floor is like costumes and everything.
No,
that would have
that's
been amazing.
the fourth floor.
Yeah, that would have been like so cool.
Yep.
But we did get to see the Jackass shopping cart.
Yes, we did.
Which was
and,
really cool.
Basically in the parking lot, it's just sitting there. So if you've seen the first Jackass film, you know that in like kind of I don't know if it's at the very beginning or the end, they're in that big ass shopping cart and there's explosions everywhere. We saw it. We were like,
it was really cool.
We were like inches away, and it was fun because the tour guy was like, "There's a shopping cart. Does anyone know what it's from?"
Yeah.
And I was the guy who was like, "Jackass."
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm. And then we got to see we got to step on the lawn and on the stairs of the clock tower of Back to the Future and all of that, which was so cool.
Yeah, we got a picture in front of it.
Yeah, and also the set of Home Alone 2, where he's at his uncle's house and he's like throwing bricks down at the robbers and everything. And we
Yep.
did get to be in the area where they filmed some of Pirates of the Caribbean and The Good Place. So
Pretty awesome.
it was really, really cool. And they did share a lot of fun
Pretty
facts
awesome.
about it. And if anyone knows me, I love fun facts. So I really enjoyed it. I had a good
Fun
time.
fact: Universal Studios is the oldest surviving film studio in the United States.
Yeah,
The
because
world's fifth oldest after Gaumont, Pathé, Titanos, and Nordisk Film, and the oldest member of Hollywood's Big Five studios in terms of the overall film market. Its studios are located in blah 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 blah. You guys know that.
yeah, it's because they like when everything like when I think the recession happened or something.
The
something
Great
happened.
Depression?
When the Great Depression happened.
You know what that is? What's up, Mr. Hawks?
Yes, when the Great Depression happened, they were the only film studio that didn't sell their property and didn't sell their studio to make money. They decided to keep it going and they rented out space to other studios so that they could film
Yep.
their films, and that's how they survived. So
Correct.
that's pretty interesting, I think. That
Yeah,
that's
everyone
how they
was
made it.
selling off their land,
Mm-hmm.
but they doubled down and they said, "How about we rent our land
Mm-hmm.
instead of selling it?" And now we have Universal Studios.
Yeah.
If they didn't do that, we wouldn't have Universal Studios.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have the Transformers Shake 'em Up ride. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
no.
have the dope ass Mummy ride where you go forward really fast in the dark, a la Space Mountain.
Most
and
importantly,
then backwards,
we wouldn't have some movies that we have now,
a lot of
and
movies.
some shows and stuff that we
so
have now.
so with the backlot tour, like they really went over like a lot of different movie scenarios that were filmed there. Like you were saying, Pirates of the Caribbean, the first movie, the Black Pearl movie. There's a moment where Captain Jack Sparrow is like hiding behind a statue,
Mm-hmm,
and a bunch of guards walk by.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes out from from behind the statue and looks around and does his
Mhm.
weird, Captain Jack shit.
Mhm.
And then he walks into a door and he's in the blacksmith. This guy was like explaining it in a
Yeah.
fun way. We were like feet away from that set.
yeah.
Like literally,
We were like,
we were standing right
standing
there, like
right there.
in front of it.
yeah,
Another fun fact about all the sets in the backlot tour is that, like, hey, it may look like cobblestone, right? But it's actually like cement
yeah.
or
It's
whatever.
like not cobblestone because real cobblestone makes a lot of noise when you're like,
Mm-hmm.
stepping on it. So they only make it look like cobblestone so that you can still get the same look, but
Uh-huh.
there won't be so much noise when the actors are talking.
Yeah, because, like, even when they film scenes with music, it's
Mm-hmm.
always silent, actually. So if anytime you watch, like, a movie or a show and people are dancing to music, there's literally nothing. There's nothing. They're just dancing
but
to
they're just
nothing.
dancing.
Because, like, when you typically record something, like a movie or a show or whatever, you want as little, like, background noise as possible, and then you just dub everything in later, essentially.
Yeah.
So of course it's a nightmare to have noisy ass cobblestone.
Yep.
So like, yeah, just interesting things like that. Everything that you see that looks like a certain material is typically like not. It's just like drywall and stuff covering it. So like it looks like stone, but when you knock on it, it's like knocking on the wall of your house. Essentially,
Yeah.
like so much of the stuff built
Is so
out
cool.
there is like made out of different material, and there's just so many like the magic of Hollywood is intact at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
It was super cool. Like we were, Mochi Squeeze is like a huge fan of The Good Place.
Yes. I
And-
love The Good Place. And they still kept. So, most of the time, what they say is that when you are filming on these actual sets, not like the sound studios, which most of the stuff is filmed in a sound studio, which I think is so crazy because, like, those sound studios are so big and you can fit so much stuff in there. It's like crazy to me. But when you're actually on set, they try to say that if you're gonna change something, you gotta like kind of change it back to how it was. So kind of like you can't. So kind of like return things to how they were, but
Right.
for some things like they decide to just leave it because of time reasons or just because they think they could for functionality, like they think they could use it again. So for instance, with the Good Place, they decide to keep some things as is. So there were a lot of things that I got to see from the Good Place that was still there, which was really cool.
All chocolate everything or whatever place still
and
had
where
the
the
sign
train
up.
is and
train
like the flower alley, it was like really cool.
Yeah, like the flowers weren't all there, right? But it was the same alley.
Yeah. So it was really cool.
So it's cool. Like essentially, if you want to, let's say you want to shoot something in that back lot, right? All you're really changing is
the facade.
Like, yeah, essentially, you're like maybe gonna paint it a different color. Maybe you'll change like the lighting. Like if you want it to be a period piece, right? They'll like install like wall sconces with torches or something, right? Mm-hmm. And then they'll kind of paint it like more mute colors. Yep. But then if they want it to be something extravagant, like or crazy, like the Good Place, they'll paint it a bunch of colorful colors.
Really
they'll
cool.
put up a bunch of more modern light fixtures, and you know what I mean. Put a bunch of flowers everywhere. It's like really interesting how they could reuse spaces.
Yeah.
The most interesting alleyway we were walking in was their like Middle East alley, which they used for Jarhead. There was like a bunch of shooting scenes there. They also used
the Mummy.
Was that the Mummy there? No, it was the Scorpion King.
Oh, the Scorpion King.
Yeah,
that's part of the Mummy series. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But so the really interesting thing they said about that alleyway is that essentially it was it's
because it's small.
I don't know if you ever see it's like, very small.
It's small. It's like
there's enough room to kind of run a bit, right?
But it's not like a huge area.
Right. So here's the scene from the Scorpion King. Yes, that's The Rock, right? So The Rock is pickpocketed by a child, and then he's chasing him, right? And so essentially, to have a chase scene, they use that same tiny alleyway. They dress it up with like stalls, like merchant stalls and whatever, right? And then they would put it in a certain angle, of course, paint it a certain color, whatever, set it all up, and then they'd be like, okay, action. The Rock and the kid would just run, right? Okay, stop. Okay, set him up in another place. Have him run again. All right, action, run, right? Okay, stop. Then take everything out, reset it with new stuff so it looks like a different alleyway. Okay, action, and then run. So essentially it's like they run down, stop, they run the other way, run back and forth. Yeah. Do that a bunch of times. Boom, you have a chase scene. Yep. And you've used the same space. The same exact space that in a corner for Pirates of the Caribbean 1 when the one like first mate guy he's like in a pig pen with pigs. I know you remember this scene, right? They come up to him, they're like, oh, that's my first mate, and he's like sleeping with pigs, and then he takes a bucket of water and dumps it on his face. Yep. That was shot in the same fucking set as Rock chasing a kid, as the same exact alleyway as in Jarhead. There was like a shooting scene. So it's really cool how they can reuse all these sets for different movies and stuff. It is very, very cool. And
but so that's what we did Super there. Cool. It was really cool. I had a good time. And so after that, we after the whole Universal thing, which we went over, we went and we flew to New Orleans.
Yeah. Anytime you hear those bells, you got to take a sip of your drink. And could you please hand me another beer? Because I'm out.
This is the part where it's going to kind of get wild because we are talking about the New Orleans part, which is apparently where the wheel decided to land on for a lot of the words.
Yeah, and I'm going to copy and paste that again. So if you have a drink tonight, please break it out. Drink with us. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, so as Jacob was as I was saying, it was time for our out of state part of the vacation.
Right.
Which was
we left the dog with her family. We got in a plane at LAX. Which, by the way, first time I went to LAX, got a burrito at this this coffee place.
No, it wasn't a burrito. It was a sandwich.
What? A sandwich, which I suspect
Alfred.
at Alfred's, whatever, which I suspect fucked up my stomach. So the first night we were in New Orleans, hit the bell. I was stuck in our hotel room, not able to go out because I had like food poisoning. It was awful.
Yeah, so I went out with my cousins because there was 4 cousins that were coming with us. 2 of my cousins from San Diego, they're a couple, and then 2 of my cousins from California, they're a couple. And so we all went and we had a good time. On the first night, me and my 2 cousins from California went out and had dinner. We decided to just do a dinner because we didn't want to do anything like crazy because Jacob wasn't able to go with us. So we ate at this place. We walked down Bourbon Street, which was pretty cool. Like at that time, it was starting to pick up, and we ate at a place called Mambo's. That is when we were going home because I was taking this video of us flying. And the thing I love about flying is looking at the clouds. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, as much as I am scared of flying, which I will tell you that
oh my god,
I'm getting used to it more. So I'm starting to get more chill about it and not as scared. This is my favorite part. I love seeing us fly up through the clouds because it's so crazy to me that you're up close and personal to these things that like you could just fly through, and it's crazy to me. So
it's pretty cray.
So I took a video of it because
so
I
many
wanted
sips.
I wanted to remember and see, because back in the day when I was younger, and we used to like fly, we didn't have cell phones, so I couldn't take video like that. And now I could, and most of the time, like when I was in my 20s and stuff, we were flying at night, so I couldn't see shit.
I'm gonna die tonight.
So you know.
Yep. Sorry.
So.
Wow, there's even more videos than I thought.
Yeah, I sent like a whole bunch.
Here's
but
this one.
Anyways, that first night I didn't take any pictures or videos. I mean, I did take a picture of our food, but it wasn't worth it because, to be honest, that was probably out of the whole trip, the most mediocre food that we did experience when we were there. And my cousins that were with me could tell you that it wasn't that great. But I did have a hurricane while I was there, and a hurricane was good, but it's too sugary. I'm not like into sugary drinks, so
Hurricane Slurricane.
yeah, so it wasn't cool. But yeah, so he's showing all the other videos, I guess, that I had. But anyways,
yeah, I'm just gonna keep showing random videos.
But yeah, so when on the second day that we were in New Orleans, we the whole fam was there, and we met at my cousin's hotel, and I'm probably saying the hotel name wrong because they were telling me how to say it correctly, and I can't remember, but it was Le Pavilion. Le Pavilion? But that was the hotel, and apparently it's one of the most haunted hotels in New Orleans.
Wait, really? Our hotel?
No, my cousins. Not our hotel. If it was my hotel, I would quickly like leave.
Yeah, God, I'm getting so drunk.
But yeah, so they were staying at a haunted hotel, which I was glad that I was not staying at.
Here we go.
And But yeah, I mean, our hotel was fine. So thank you for that. But we had such good food when we were there.
Thank you, hotel, for not being haunted.
Yeah, we were.
Even though I heard weird sounds sometimes.
No, Jacob just heard some weird sound from a speaker, and he shared all of that with you guys on Twitter, which was like. But I did
Yeah, I
when
hope
I
you
had
saw
to
my
do the
tweet.
when I did have to. They asked me for like a review. I did mention that just for your sake, and for
Oh,
whoever.
here we go. Here's a video of the good place.
And then
the Flower Alley.
But yeah, but we had a good time. On the second day, we did a lot of walking. We ate at Cafe Du Monde, which was really good.
Hold on. Wait. Smelly.
Okay, don't
guy was
keep on
stinky.
pointing him out. That's fucking
He was
sad.
stinky.
Yeah, I know, but we already said.
But I'm just trying to say that's the stinky
Mr.
guy.
Hawk said, "What wristbands did you two get?"
So I got
Okay.
the Luigi.
Yeah.
Yes, it's chroma keyed, so you can see through it at the moment.
I did not get.
But-
I opted not to get one just because the practical Mochi in me said, if I got one, what would I really do with it after? And I wasn't playing all the games because, to be honest, Jacob was more excited about this world. So,
Yeah.
and if anyone understands the Feed Me Seymour, if you know, you know.
Feed me, Seymour.
Because that is one of my faves because of my grandpa. So, yeah.
Really, you watched that with your grandpa a bunch? That's
yes,
cool.
that's the only reason why I watched it. Probably. Do you even
What's
know
this a video
what
of?
movie it's from?
Oh, here we go. Hold on, wait. Yeah, dude. Obviously, it's from fucking the movie with the guy from Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Not Rocky Horror. God, it's Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
Little Shop of
But
Horrors.
you didn't even watch that. You watched that with me.
I did watch it with you.
Anyways.
It's not Flubber.
No, yeah. No.
Mr. Hawks, I'm gonna post this again. Read that, okay, in the chat there.
But
So
yeah.
okay, look at that shit right there. Look at that shit. This was from that breakfast buffet thing at Universal. You can see here on the top right of the sandwich. That is the quiche style thing that she liked.
Oh yeah, the
What do you call?
it was the
What's it called?
fucking caprese tart.
Caprese tart. Very good. But also that sandwich, that smoked salmon, like lox style croissant was delicious.
That was so good.
It was very good.
That was very good. And we got to.
Very
He kept
good.
on trying to tell me that we were looking down on the peons.
Yeah, I said, what do they look like? They look like ants. I just kept
Yeah,
saying that
He was like
over and
so
over again.
excited about this whole.
Come
situation.
on, you gotta really revel in the class warfare sometimes. What's this a video of?
Oh, that was at the Death
Oh no,
Museum.
we're not ready for that yet. We're not ready
Okay,
for that.
so when we were in New Orleans on the second day, we did.
Cheers.
That's the most. We did the most stuff on that day. The first full day that we were
Yeah.
in New Orleans.
The day after I was shitting my guts out.
But yeah, so in the morning we did Cafe Du Monde, which was really fun.
There's a video.
There is a video if he finds it, but
Which one?
we
Let's
went
see.
to Cafe Du Monde, which was really cool.
This
And
one?
with our luck, we did really good.
What the fuck am I looking at?
That is not it. We did really
What
good.
am I looking at?
It's probably
That
turned to
is
the
Cafe
side.
Du
Yeah, but
Monde.
it's probably turned. So
Okay.
we got really lucky because everyone said there would be lines, and
Uh-huh.
we didn't hit any lines. Like at a lot of places, we got really lucky with that. But what people did not tell us about New Orleans
Uh-huh.
is that every place only takes cash.
That's basically true.
So, fun fact for anyone that's going to travel there, bring cash because a lot of places do not take your card. And me, I do not like carrying cash around. So, that shit was fucked up, to be honest.
Okay, well now I lost it.
But, anyways, it was fun.
Man, this is hard.
We had luckily we were able to get stuff because my cousin had cash, and we had 3 beignets that were so good, but they
Yep.
cover it with powdered sugar, mounds and mounds of it. Looks like mounds of cocaine.
Mountains.
But they're soft. They're like warm, and they're fucking delicious.
See, it's like okay.
And
You could okay. Look, you could see this is Cafe du Monde. I don't know why the VLC thing isn't working. It's kind of pissing me off.
it's okay. That's Cafe Du Monde.
All right.
We
so then I
were.
have to use
He's probably
another
saying
thing.
it more French than I am. Because,
Cafe du Monde.
But they're efficient there, though. It's like they turn over the tables like that. Snap, snap, snap.
I'm about to turn over your butt,
You know.
dude.
So, but it was so good. I've never had a beignet like that ever. So
Okay, I flipped it the wrong way.
you know.
I flipped it the other
And
way.
then after that, we took a walk
on.
in Jackson Square. And Jackson
on.
Square is where
There
they
you go.
signed the Louisiana Purchase.
True. Super cool.
Yeah, so that was super cool. We
What's this
saw
a-
that.
What's this?
I will
video
say
of?
it was hot as fuck.
Oh yeah, this
That's
is
when
it.
we were. Yeah, see,
This is
that's
it.
Jackson Square.
Yeah.
That's when we were walking by it, and we were going to Cafe Du Monde. 'Cause
Booger
Cafe
sugar.
Du Monde is like right
Sorry.
across the street.
Yeah.
But it was like it was really pretty.
It was really
I mean,
pretty.
I'm
yeah.
sure that that's not what it looked like when they signed the Louisiana
super hot.
Purchase, but it was very hot. Okay, and this
No,
is
that's wrong.
Yeah, so
I'm not ready for that yet.
um,
I'm trying to find the video, but,
but
they're
so
not
we
like
walked
in
through
any
it.
kind of order.
it was really fun.
So.
Right after that, we went to the Carousel Bar, but
This is a
I
video
don't
of.
think you have pictures of it. So
What is this?
that's at the Pirate Bar.
Oh yeah, cool. I
Um,
have to find it. There's another Cafe du Monde video that's like got the beignets in it, but I can't find it.
no, it's a picture, but I don't know if it.
Oh, it's a picture.
Yeah, but
Shit,
so
I
then
don't
we
know.
walked around,
I don't know.
and
Hmm.
there was a lot of time to kill, so we went to Carousel Bar because as
there's
a
a video of that.
suggestion from my friend Charity, she likes to drink Veuve Carrés, so
No, that's not right either.
we did go ahead and have Veuve Carrés there because apparently that is where they first came up with the idea of Veuve Carrés. And the Carousel Bar is also special because it does look like a carousel, and the seats do slowly move around. So they don't move around fast,
Really?
but they do move.
No shit.
Yeah, but in a slow pace.
I didn't know that.
And me and my cousin Jamie saw it because we were like looking because we were trying to look for a seat, but there were too many people sitting and no one was getting up, so we couldn't actually sit in the Carousel Bar or actually on the Carousel Bar. But we were around the area. And I did get a Veuve Carré, and it was so delicious there.
Oh,
And,
they are pictures. You're right.
and yeah, it was at the Hotel Montillon. It's also haunted, which thank God we didn't stay there. I was thinking like, oh, this is a fancy place. We could stay there, but I don't want to stay at a haunted place. I just don't. I will tell everybody right now that I'm suffering. Like I got home, I saged the house, and I holy
did,
watered the
yeah,
house.
she freaked out
But I
a
am
little.
still scared. I am still scared. Like I still feel like I feel like I'm haunted. I really do. Like, and I'm
You
scared.
feel like you're haunted.
I feel like I'm scared. Like I feel like there might be, maybe I might have taken spirits back, and I'm scared. Even though I saged myself, I saged the house, I saged Jacob, I saged the dog, I saged everything. And I think it's just all in my mind, but like I am scared.
It is in your fucking mind, dude.
So I'm trying to like not think about it. So this is
What
like
about Paint 3D? Is that what?
so this is the last thing this is the last time I will really talk about
I've never had
the
this
trip
much trouble
because
like,
I am scared.
showing
Because I am
pictures of
scared.
stuff.
Like literally scared ever since we got back.
I can't show a picture. I just can't.
It's okay. You
I
don't
can-
have to
I
show
cannot.
the picture. But
I don't know what the fuck the problem is.
So after we had
It's
the food
driving me
crate,
crazy.
and by the way, they did have good food there. We got because every time I drink, I do need to eat something so I don't get too fucking trash. We got the white truffle French fries, and those were like so good, so good. So everything was good. I almost bought a $90 drink, which was the original Sazerac or something. I don't know if I'm saying it right because I feel like the Sazerac is a drink of New Orleans.
Why?
But
it's not
it's
working.
also sounds like the Tesseract. So I was getting confused the whole time when I was there. So
Okay.
I
I have another way of doing
but
this.
I didn't get that $90
do it
drink. I
this
did
way.
control myself. And I didn't get that.
Okay,
So,
here we go. I got this. Oh,
You know.
fuck. I fucked it up. Fuck. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting really drunk here, all right?
but
There. Shit. Fuck.
yeah. So I mean that's the top of the coffee thing. So
I'm figuring it out.
but yeah, so
Live.
there's the beignets. And
There
I
you
did
go.
get
Now
a
we're
cafe,
talking, dude.
a cafe.
Damn, that was hard.
What
Where was the cafe, Mochi Squeeze? Mr. Hawks wants to know. It's not
where
too
was
far
it?
from
It wasn't
Bourbon
too
Street.
far from Bourbon Street. It's on. It should say on that cup. I don't know. I'm the wrong person.
It says original French Market
Oh,
coffee
it's
shop.
what city though? It's in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Ah, that's 2 bells. Are you trying to make us drink more? You son of a bitch. Welcome to Odd Valley. That's exactly what you should be doing.
I hate you, but that's why he tried to trick you, and you gave in. But anyways, it's fine.
Look at the
because this is-
beignets.
But the beignets were really good.
Look at
Look
the-
at that. It was
No,
like
no, I'm
mounds-
not gonna entertain your ideas.
Mounds of sugar.
Also, it's covering our faces for some reason. It needs to be behind our
Yeah,
faces.
it was like so.
See, look at the beignets and the crazy amount of powdered sugar on
Yeah,
it.
because when you get beignets here
insane.
because you could get beignets here, like in California and here in Nevada,
Yeah.
but they don't put powdered sugar on it like that. They really don't. And then whatever mixture they use is like so good. But
okay, here's the carousel bar.
that's the carousel bar. So
Here's some white people sitting at the carousel
these are
bar.
some old bitches that wouldn't get off the carousel bar, so I couldn't sit there, even
But
though
look
it
at
was my
that.
40th birthday
That's
and I
kinda
really wanted
creepy.
to sit there, but they weren't. That's why it's haunted. That's why it's
Look at it.
fucking haunted.
Let's get way closer to this face here.
That's why. That's
Yeah,
why
that face.
Cecil77 said it was haunted.
Like he's trying to kiss the back of your head right now.
Oh God, no! Do you really want me not to sleep again tonight? I've been so sleep deprived. I've only been sleeping. I've only been sleeping when there's daylight because I'm so scared.
You're
I've been
sleeping
so scared.
only daylight sleeps.
Yes, because
That's
I'm
that's a
so
problem.
scared. It's
Oh,
like,
do you see like
it's like
the
I
ghost?
either have to be really
Do you see
drunk
the
to
ghost
sleep
in
at
the
night.
mirror?
It's I've been terrified.
There's a ghost.
No, those are the people.
Do
that
you
are
see
at
the ghost
bar.
in the mirror?
But anyway, so this is the carousel bar, and it was awesome. This is
Yeah,
more my
super cool.
vibe because I will be honest.
Super duper
I
cool.
went down. Bourbon Street is wild. It is like spring break,
Dude, it's like the Strip.
2006 for me
It's like the
because that's
Strip.
when I was like in my 20s, and it's like everyone's. It's like wild. It's just too crazy, and so
Fun fact: too crazy for Mochi.
yeah, too crazy for me, Bourbon Street. But I liked this setting where
Okay,
like you're
here's
at
the
the
next
lounge
photo.
making it happen. So that's my Veuve Carré.
Yeah, let's take a closer look.
That's water.
Now, Mr. Hawks, I have. Oh yeah, well that's water. But Mr. Hawks, I need to know what you think of this
and
cocktail.
those are my sunglasses that has the spy cam.
You can
because
see the
that's what I
spy
was
cam
using the
here.
whole
I'm gonna
time.
zoom
It's my spy
into it.
cam.
You could really see it.
So if you see me wearing
Take a
these
look.
glasses, there's a chance I might be, being a slight creeper.
See
on
that?
You. I might be doing a video.
you can see.
But you could see the
See
light.
that right
the light
there.
will turn on when I'm recording you and taking.
I'm trying to point at it. It's kind of difficult, but you could see the camera right there.
Yes, it has alcohol in it, Mr. Hawks.
Well, he's just saying that to fuck with you.
Why? It's because he's. But that's not even the word. What is it?
No, he's just fucking with you.
Oh.
So did you
I'm
like
sorry, I'm
it?
pretty drunk. Yes, I did like it. It
Did
was
you
really,
did-
really good. It was delicious.
Are you ready for the next picture?
Yes. And then, but we had a good time here. We had a
Okay,
good time here. We
then
had a
at
good time.
some point we went to the best place
So
we've
this
ever
is
been.
Jacob's favorite spot. Okay. So after this, I mean, that's a good spot too, but that was after.
I'm talking about Acme
Okay,
oysters.
so we went to Acme Oyster. We had so much good food here. You should have seen our table. If you could see the table, because I tried to upload a video to our drive so you could see it, but
Is there a video?
it was delicious. Delicious.
Alright.
We had char
We
grilled
gotta
oysters.
Talk about it. Yeah.
We had raw oysters. We had alligator bites. We had red
about
beans
this
and
one?
rice. We
this
had
the right one?
hush puppies. No, this was at Gallagher's.
Which was still all right.
Let me see if I could get the video. But we had,
How
and then
about
we
this
had
one?
beer. It was like so good. We even got an extra.
Same one?
No,
Same
that's the
video.
same one. We even got an extra order of
hard to
char grilled
go.
oysters, like a dozen, because we just loved it so much. It was like so good.
Here we go.
So, yeah, that's the one. Because it says I'm in heaven. Because I was so drunk off of food and beer that I couldn't even spell it right.
Let me flip it this way. No, that's
And then we had,
too far.
the gravy fries.
one direction.
And I mean, it was just so good. When people say that they do not use the correct spices when you have Cajun food outside of Louisiana, that is exactly right. Because even the red beans and rice was so good. Doesn't even compare to any red beans and rice that I've had
All right,
here
take a
in
look.
California or Nevada.
Okay. So in the very top of this frame, you'll see the red beans and rice.
With
the top
andouille
right-
sausage.
Correct. To the top right, you'll see those fries we were talking about. We got some oyster shells to the left. We got
So
some raw
good.
oysters immediately to the bottom right. There's more red beans and rice.
Gator bites.
Gator bites there to the left.
And gator
And there-
bites
okay,
over there
This is char
like-
grilled.
chicken nuggets. Like
Okay.
they don't even have a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
I mean they do. They have good fried chicken, but the
Well,
place that we
Willie's-
wanted to
Willie's
eat,
is
Willie
no
Mays
longer there.
was burned down, so we couldn't go and we
That's
didn't
correct.
have good fried chicken. But chicken nuggets
Oh,
no,
God.
like gator bites are like chicken nuggets because they have gator bites on every single menu. And guess what?
Pretty
Gator
drunk.
bites so good.
Okay,
so
so
good.
you see the bread there on the plate of the char grilled oysters. Dude, the char grilled oysters are so good. And then you take the bread and you dip it in that sauce
You
underneath.
dip it in the sauce.
Holy shit.
And it is
bro.
so good. It is so fucking
God
good.
damn, so good.
And there's
oh,
the
and then
hush
there was
puppies.
the hush puppies.
The hush puppies were bomb too.
Yeah,
I've
man.
never had hush puppies
Woo.
that good ever in my entire life.
So good.
Louisiana really they
Oh man, I'm so drunk.
that is
and I
where
have to pee.
Cajun food originated and they do it right. Like there are places
I'm
where
gonna go
they
pee
say
while you talk about this.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
there are places where they say, "Oh, it can't be matched anywhere else," and I don't believe that because I have tasted food that's just as good somewhere else, right? But so far, Louisiana food, New Orleans food, whatever, no, everything that I ate there, so fucking good. Doesn't even compare to whatever they're trying to do out here, right? Like not. So I don't even know. My cousin sent some pictures of it too, but my phone is acting crazy. It's doing this weird thing where it's doing a I'm gonna have to not look at that real quick. But she sent me food too because I'm serious. Like it is so good. And char grilled oysters. I don't know. Like usually I was like, I don't know. I only really like raw oysters, but char-grilled oysters, I don't know what the fuck. I only know they put Parmesan cheese on it, but whatever other seasoning they put on it is so good. And I don't even know what seasoning they put on it, because then I would say, hey, we should try to replicate it. We should try to replicate it here. Because so far people who've tried, like, they have not tried to like do it. So, you know. I mean, Jacob says he's gonna try to figure it out, but who knows? Yeah, so we'll see. But anyone who goes out there, please, please, please get it. And we did try a different place, like for the oysters, the char-grilled oysters and stuff, but Acme Oyster is far superior. Far superior. So if you go there, please go to Acme Oyster, because it is far superior than any place that they're going to tell you to go to. And we've tried it. The only other place was Felix's, which we didn't try, but our cousins tried it, and they still said Acme Oysters is number one. So Acme Oysters is just how you're just going to have to go. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Jesus, fuck.
Yeah, see, okay, hold on. So you talk. I'm going to put these in the drive.
Okay, so if you watched our latest episode of Neon Pocket Dimension, you know that I endorsed Acme Oysters because it's incredible. So, anyway, so that's kind of the food. We also went to the Two Sisters, whatever, buffet thing.
Oh,
that
the
was
Two
cool.
Sisters Court. The Court of Two
Sisters.
Sisters. And that was
Cool.
pretty cool because
Yeah.
it was a jazz brunch. So we were underneath, like we sat outside and we were underneath, like, I don't know if they were like trees, but all the trees like intertwined to form some sort of canopy. And then and so it shaded us, but they did play jazz while we were there, and it was like a buffet, so we got to try a lot of stuff. Like I tried gumbo. We had like a lot of the desserts that was there.
Cool.
It was really good. So
Cool stuff. And we also went to a death museum.
oh yes, we did do Death Museum.
And there's Am
we do have a
Gill
video. Oh yes,
right there.
yes. So this is the only part I got to film because they did not let us film inside. And I filmed this with my sunglass camera, which I know what everyone's gonna say. Why didn't I just continue doing that in there? Because no one would know. But I felt guilty. I couldn't.
Well, I got this shirt from that museum, so check it out. It's a bunch of serial killers.
Yeah, see? So that's what he got from there. I got a more, like, tame shirt, but I'm not wearing it today, so.
But yeah, it was super cool. It showed a bunch of, like, I wouldn't say memorabilia, but, like, letters from serial killers and a lot of, like, materials from death stuff. And then in the back, they kind of showed you, like, what morticians do and what, like, you know, embalming involves. And there was also, like, a fucked up, like, theater of death where it showed, like, dead humans. It was really weird and cool. So if you are in New Orleans, cheers, then I recommend you check out the Museum of Death.
Yes.
I thought it was super cool.
But yeah, so it was but it was really interesting.
Yeah. Let's talk about the tours next.
My cousin Michelle was not into it, so I had to warn her about some things that she probably could not look at because she like is kind of sensitive to that stuff. So
she was like,
I'm out.
yeah, but she was not into it. But we got these stickers, see?
yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's going to be an addition to our podcast table. If anyone goes to New Orleans, you should really definitely check it out.
Yes. Another beer, please.
And but yeah, and that's what we did pretty much. And then like after that, at 8 p.m. we had a ghost tour. We had we
Super
met.
cool.
Yeah, it was
Super
super
cool.
cool. We met at Louis Armstrong Park. at night, and we did Hella-vision. I decided to splurge and got everybody Hella-vision. So it was basically, you
It's
know,
like slideshows of like images of stuff. We learned a lot, like how essentially everyone was forced to be Catholic immediately when the French arrived, but then people were doing the voodoo or whatever was like the main religion before that, and so there was like a fusion of religions there, but it's like during the week you had to be Catholic, but then a certain day of the week people could like retire to this specific area and do like their drum circles.
no, usually what they said was that on Sunday, on the day of whatever God's day was, they would have to go to mass and go to church with all the Catholic people or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is not what they really practice. And then so right after that, they would go to Louis Armstrong Park. So out of there and into there's a field, but I forget what it's called. And that's where they would do what their religion is, which is voodoo or voodoo.
Yeah, voodoo.
Basically. Because what we know about voodoo is just basically what Hollywood tells us what voodoo is, right? That it's like that it's witchcraft and there's voodoo dolls and there's all these things and it's bad and it's full of witches. But in reality, voodoo is like a real religion where it's not just about that. And actually in this tour we learned that the voodoo dolls aren't really what people know it's for. Like everyone thinks a voodoo doll is like you make this, it's a cursed doll of whoever your enemy is or whoever you don't like, and then you'll like stick pins in certain areas and it'll like hurt that other person. But it was not for that. Really, it's because at that time, no one really knew how to speak like English or they didn't know each other's languages. So it basically was like a medical chart or whatever. So they'll point out areas and they'll put pins in areas so that they'll say, okay, is this where your pain is or is this where you're hurting and blah, 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 blah. But things got twisted down the line, how it works. So but that's basically what a voodoo doll is, right? I mean, later on maybe it could have been used for like witchcraft or whatever, but then originally it was not for that. So
right.
Yeah. Yes, also that's what I told my cousins. I said it's basically like it reminds me of a rape doll. Like did you get touched here? Where did you get touched? I did tell my cousins that, which we laughed about for like a little bit. But yeah, so that's basically what the voodoo doll was at first. So, but this was really pretty, this area. We tried to take pictures of it. We didn't know like in front of it, but we weren't sure if we were capturing it correctly because, there was strong light. And also there are a lot of disgusting bugs in New Orleans, and they were all gathered around this light, which was grossing me out. And one cockroach almost hit me. So I was really a flying cockroach, which grossed me out.
Yeah, they had the flying ones. They're pretty intense.
I uploaded some stuff to the drive, just of like, extra food and all that stuff. But anyway, so during that tour, they took us around, showed us where what's her name? What's
Marie
the voodoo?
Laveau?
Where Marie Laveau, where her house used to stand. It's now demolished and there's a new house there, but people still know where the area is. So they leave a lot of stuff for her, like flowers or whatever. And when we saw it, they were all there, which was pretty interesting to me that they still honor her.
Was it
in
pictures?
That way. No, it's not so much pictures, but they were like flowers or
no.
pins.
What you sent to the Slack or whatever?
Oh yeah, some of it were
Okay.
pictures.
All
They're all
right.
pictures
All
from
right. Go ahead.
Cecil.
Thank you, Cecil.
So, but yeah, so they did leave all that stuff in the new area. Okay, so this is the char grilled oysters again. He did a nice close up picture of it. So delicious. My mouth is watering right now because I really want some. Really, really, really want some. And those are the raw oysters. So good. I only had the tiny ones because, I don't want to, because oysters kind of look like vaginas to me. So I don't want to have a big vagina in my mouth.
Fuck.
I mean, it's fine if you want one. I don't
Picture
judge
of a haunted
anyone.
house.
Okay, that's the Lalaurie Mansion, which is the most haunted house in
Mr.
I
Hawk
mean,
says you're missing out.
I mean, I might, but like
What's this?
I have a weird thing with like wet stuff, so.
Here's a place
I'm
where
not
we got
really
the
into
really
wet stuff.
good
But yes,
po'
we had
boys.
a po' boy there that was
Verity
really
Marte.
good.
Yeah.
And I have a video of how it was inside, but it's right across from the Lalaurie Mansion, which is the most haunted mansion in the entire world.
Here's the po' boy
Yes,
itself.
and guess what? You know what's in there? Ham, mushrooms, shrimp, cheese, and fucking other stuff. I don't know, but that shit was good. I ate the whole
Bomb.
half, and Jacob did not eat his whole half.
The whole trip, my stomach was fucked
But
up.
his stomach was fucked, so
It sucked, dude.
I will
It really
say.
sucked.
But it was so good. But yeah, so and then they told us this story about Zach and Addie, which was a murder that happened during during Hurricane Katrina, which still trips me on till now just thinking about it, because basically we saw the apartment that they lived in, and what he did was I mean, there's a long story to it. You should just look it up and Google it. I'm just gonna tell you the highlights. What he did was he chopped up Addie into bits and pieces. He cooked her in the oven and on the stove. He chopped her up in the bathtub that was in there. And then later on, when he got found out, because he started doing drugs, doing whatever, and then he jumped off a building of a bar or something in New Orleans, and then he told people that he in a suicide letter, he told people where to find her, and they went into that apartment, opened the oven, and looked at the pots that were in the stove and stuff like that, and her body parts were in there. And basically they cleaned out, so the owners of that place cleaned out all the stuff, left all the appliances, and then just rented it out. 2 people.
Yeah, the appliances had cooked a human body.
Yes. I mean,
And no one knew.
Or
But
they
the person
knew,
who moved in was like, after they told him that, he was like, don't care.
Yeah, because that's what they asked him. They were like, "Oh, don't you?" And they're like, "No."
Why
blah,
does
blah,
this
blah. He
meal
just
look
doesn't
so
care.
familiar?
That's from the Court of Two Sisters.
Oh, yeah.
And then
That's right.
and then okay, before anyone asks me about this, I understand that you will move into a place that someone got murdered at, right? Like a place. But the appliances still in there? I mean, come on,
Yeah,
man.
still covered in fucking ick.
That person was
That's the
baked into that oven.
That's the jazz band at the Quarter Two
come on.
Sisters, by the way.
Yes, that's the jazz band. It was amazing.
Man, I have some pictures. I took a picture of the place I lived at. Let me.
But it
add
was
that, too.
but yeah, so the Zach and Addie thing,
Yeah.
if you should just look it up because it's real. I thought the tour guide was just faking it and lying to me,
Here we
but
go.
no, he was telling the truth, and I googled it, and that shit was real. And I still can't believe that happened, and it still creeps me out until this day. Because how do we know? Because sometimes you buy a place and the appliances are included.
Yep.
Now I have to worry about a body being cooked in one or stored in one. Oh, Mr. Hawks knows about that. See? I feel like case file. I was telling Jacob that the case files or last podcast on the left should do a deep dive in
Like a
that,
series
because I
on
really need to know. I really need to have someone do a deep dive on that story, because that shit tripped me out just knowing just a little bit about that.
That
And because
shit
it was
right there?
just so recent.
Fucked.
It wasn't so long ago that
It's fucked.
that Hurricane Katrina happened. But anyways, okay, moving on.
No, that's not the one.
That was the jazz brunch that we went to, which was really cool. And during that time, a lot of college graduations were happening. So it was
Here
really
it is.
interesting. A lot of LSU
Check it
people
out.
were there and everything.
So if you know about the Zach and Addie story, we were literally like inches away. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, he has to pull it back. We were like right outside of
I'm
the
trying to.
doorstep.
I'm trying to.
And because in New Orleans,
So it's like okay. So see,
Yeah.
as you can see, I'm taking a picture the correct way, landscape style, so that you can easily see it and you don't have to do weird shit. But
you still had to do weird shit.
you
'cause,
see,
I mean,
look,
had to
you
move
can
it
see
around.
like the little like the steeples above there. There's like two, there's like, okay, so there's an awning above the building, and then there's like two steeples like above that, right? The one on the right, that's
that's
the
above-
apartment.
The one that's above my head.
Right, exactly, like right here. See that?
Mhm.
That is where Zach did the thing to Addie, where he
Yeah.
like killed her, he mutilated her corpse,
And you could still go in there.
boiled
You
her
could
head.
Fucking go in there right now.
Yeah, you can. You just have to go to this haunted museum, and then they'll let you go in there. They've done seances, all
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
type of stuff.
Because
so
now
it's
I guess
crazy.
he doesn't like rent it out to anyone, but like right
yeah,
after
no
that
one
shit
lives
happened,
there,
like,
but like it's set up the way that it's been or whatever, and it's fucked.
yeah,
Totally fucked.
it's like fucking. That story
wild.
creeps me out.
It's a wild story.
But yeah, so then after that, he took us to where supposedly the real vampire lived, and then
Oh, I
that's
have a
where
picture of that.
that's where they also
There you go.
filmed the originals. But supposedly Saint Germain is a real vampire, and he did tell the story
Yes.
about how
Super cool.
because when he was this really rich guy, and he would drink the special drink that resembled blood, and that's the only thing he would drink, and he wouldn't let anyone know what was in it. And then there was like a really young person that he tried to like
This
get
building
with,
right here.
that he built that he bit and tried to suck her
A
blood.
motherfucking vampire lived here.
Yeah, vampire.
And then after he like disappeared, he came back and tried to say,
Yes.
"Oh, I'm just an ancestor of the guy."
yes, but he
Motherfucker
looked
was a
exactly,
vampire.
Yeah, but he looked exactly
Motherfucker
like
vampire.
the original person. Yeah, he was a vampire.
fuck?
And they say that he still walks the street of New Orleans, and that sometimes you could say it. I forget what the term is, like where they say, "Oh, did you see so and so?" I forget what it is, but that's what they say, that you still see him.
If you
want to
know what this motherfucking vampire bitch looks like, to steer clear, I just shared a picture. Let's see if I can find it.
And then
I'm trying
so
to
while
find
he's
it.
pulling up the picture, so basically vampires are real, and I'm not going to lie to you, I do believe in vampires, and I personally think there's a lot of vampires that live here in Vegas, because Vegas is the perfect place for vampires to live. Open 24 hours.
Here it is.
You could do whatever the fuck you want to do. Oh,
Oh,
that's our tour
that's
guide,
our tour
by the
guide.
way.
That
He's
guy was amazing.
he's amazing. His name is Jeremy.
Here
if
it
you ever
is.
go down to New Orleans and you want to do a ghost tour, do a tour that he's doing, because he has
There
his
it is.
masters in history and all that stuff. Like, he's a really
See this
he knows
face
everything.
right here? It's a motherfucking vampire.
He's a vampire. Yeah. So
It's a
he-
vampire.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so and also we also learned about like cuz Jacob will show the picture of the Lalaurie Mansion, which is the most haunted
Yeah,
place in New Orleans. No one lives there currently. Someone owns it, but they do not live there. They just pay someone to upkeep it and clean it. And the person that does clean it says that sometimes she gets weird texts, like calls in the middle of the night from that house, and then no one like answers. And she will only clean that house in the morning. Like, anyone who does anything to that house only goes in the morning, never at night, because they believe that it is totally haunted by the slaves that were tortured there, and also by the Lalaurie woman.
And if you go to New Orleans, don't walk under the awnings.
Yeah, because then
See those people there?
they're cursed.
You get cursed if you walk like in the vicinity.
No, under the awning, specifically
Yeah.
under the awning. They say that
Yeah.
if no native
Don't do it.
New Orleans person will walk under the awning of that in that building, because they do believe that you will get haunted or you will get cursed. But yeah, no one goes in there, and they do really believe that. So whoever owns this building, they only do it for the upkeep, but they do not stay there. They do not live there. And I mentioned to Jacob, isn't it weird that there is a light on in one of the windows? Because no one is supposed to be in there. No one goes there. Who's in there?
You're right. That is kind of creepy.
That is creepy, because no one is supposed to be in there.
That's creepy.
See? But I'm just saying. So you aren't supposed to go in there. And then they did mention, like, right where the light was, because where you see the really bright light is where, see where that Range Rover is, and then there's sort of a bright light, and there's like a little, you can see a little part of the building. That is where the kitchen is, because the kitchen was in a different area, which I will tell you, my friend Charity did tell me about this when she was telling me another creepy story about a place. So the kitchen is a separate area, and the slave quarters are above the kitchen, and they're really, really small. And so what happened was that there was supposedly a fire in the kitchen, and then all the slave quarters got burnt. And then when they went up there, they found slaves that were chained to stuff.
Well, that's what kind of leads into the story of the Law of the Reed chick, or whatever.
But you could look that up. But
I have a video uploading right now.
But there are a lot of places in New Orleans that you could still see that structure there, but now they rent it out as like apartments. But our tour guide said that it's really small, like a really small area. That's Bourbon.
Here's us walking Bourbon Street.
That was me walking Bourbon Street. This is when Jacob had diarrhea.
What are you talking about? I took this video.
I took that video.
I just uploaded a Bourbon Street video.
That was mine.
Okay, here's a video of us in the Pirate Bar.
Okay, yeah. So the next day we did go to the Pirate Bar, which is the oldest standing building in New Orleans. So everything in here, the brick, the wood, everything original from like whenever, the 18 somethings or somethings.
Yep.
But that place is pretty cool.
This one?
That place is pretty cool.
Same video.
And they have like, all the ladies were awesome. They were fun. They took a picture of my nails because they loved them. And you could see they have like a whole, like.
This is the video I took.
Yeah, that's a video he took. This is during the day going.
It's at an actual good aspect ratio.
Yeah, so I'm not even gonna comment on whatever he's trying to say right now because he's just like an ass about it. But yeah, so we were walking down. This is when we were going to the ghost tour. This is what we were doing. So it was a good time.
Super cool.
We had fun. Yeah. So, but
I'm gonna die
anyways,
soon,
after that,
so we gotta finish this episode.
Yes, we're done. So after that, we did our last, like on the last day.
See what other videos I can.
On the last day, we just pretty much chilled. We did a cemetery tour the last day because we wanted to see where the Nicolas Cage tomb was, which all the people in New Orleans hate him for. And we also wanted to see where Marie Laveau was buried. But but I will say, I mean, I did put, there's videos.
Is there
of
a video of the cemetery? Okay.
Yeah, there's videos in there. But yeah, but we had a good time. We had a good time.
I haven't seen any cemetery
videos. It was so fucking fun. There might be photos in there.
I think it's pictures.
But we really did have a good time, and we walked around a lot, so I didn't feel guilty about eating a lot or drinking a lot. We did watch someone get yelled at, and which was depressing and sad, but it's okay. It was also a fun time. But yeah, we had a really good time. Interesting fun fact about the burial sites in New Orleans is that everything is kind of like in a tomb. It's not, bodies aren't buried in the ground. Like there are family tombs, and what happens is that they could bury multiple bodies in that tomb. And what they do is there's like a certain time period, you open up the tomb, you put the body in. And during the summertime, because of nature and how the tombs are, the bodies are naturally cremated. So they're cremated down because the temperature in there gets just so hot. So in the one tiny cemetery that we were in, which is pretty tiny, it was basically maybe 2 rooms put together. There are like 500,000 bodies buried there or something, because essentially they're all cremated and put in this tomb. So, you know. And the last picture that Jacob has there is of the hand grenade, which we had. We went into this bar called Tropical Isle because it started to rain a lot and really hard. And then we tried to walk back to our hotel, and we thought it was cool, but it didn't. It was raining on us, but it was a fun time. I had a good time walking in the rain. And this last picture, real quick, is of Cafe Beignet. That is their beignets, which is their coffee. I will say this might be a controversial statement, but I did like Cafe Beignet's beignets better than Cafe Du Monde. They were better to me.
I still disagree. But here, this is like, to me, this is the picture that shows the most of the cemetery that we took, right? Check it out.
Yes. So, because I did have some videos, but they didn't upload. But this is a picture. Yeah. And then Cecil sent me some, but I guess they're taking time to upload. But so this is basically what the tombs look like, right? So you see that there's one exposed where there's brick. And what they do is they take the brick apart. So there's a plate, a cement plate, and you can see it in the other one that it looks white. But what you'll do is you'll take the cement plate off. You'll break down the brick that's underneath that you can see right there. And then inside will expose the tomb. Mm-hmm. And then that's when you put the body inside. And then you have to wait 100 and something days because the heat breaks down the body.
It's a year and a month.
Yeah, a year and a month. And it will it'll naturally cremate the body that was put in there. Mm-hmm. And then once that's done, then you could put another body in. And then, so that's why there could be multiple bodies in that tomb right there. And all of Louisiana is pretty much like this. This is what cemeteries look like because they're family crypts. But this one is very specific. You know, you have to have, your lineage has to match up. So that's why people were really upset at Nicolas Cage, because he just forced himself upon this cemetery, which that's his thing right there, because he paid someone to like have their spot and say that he is from their lineage or something.
He bought his way in.
Yeah. So because he wanted to be by Marie Laveau. So
okay, I got one final picture I would love to show, and it's only because it's funny, of course. It's uploading. It's uploading now.
Oh,
you ready?
I love this picture. I'm gonna save that one.
Here it comes. And then Mochi Squeeze, I just want you to tell us, Mochi. I want you to tell us all what you're thinking in this moment.
Is it gonna be a fucked up picture of me? Oh yeah, that was the best. I was ready because this is when, okay, first of all, excuse my makeup and my hair, because this was like right after it rained on us, and I had to like put my hair up real quick, and I did not know how my makeup was looking, but I was just like, you know, fuck it. And this is our last night here, and we ate at Gallagher's, and I was they had just brought up all the oysters because we had ordered like so many. We did Cajun style, char grilled, raw. We had like I had a soft shell crab po' boy. We had alligator bites. We had the shrimp po' boy. We had the catfish. We were ready to eat. I was so excited. I couldn't wait. That was my face the whole time.
That face right there is why I love you.
Yeah, this is the best. I was so excited. And this was also the night we watched the Lakers lose and LeBron did some weird shit.
Yeah.
And then our waiter was really awesome. And also they gave me a birthday shot that was disgusting.
Gross.
Which was definitely gross. But also they had the best bread pudding ever.
That was very
Warm,
good.
so good.
Very good.
Loved it. Anyways, that's it. That was the whole trip. Except for the last night, we went to Eureka. When we went back to California, we went to Eureka Burger Place. So good. I had the fig something.
Oh, that was incredible.
And then our waitress, Faith, was like so awesome. And we had also another waiter that was probably like on some cocaine because he was so fucking weird.
That's true.
And he was like bringing over our beers, like
Shaking,
spilling it everywhere, shaking,
acting a
and
fool.
then like acting a crazy. This is like
Yeah.
wild. You could ask the cousins about it because I talked about it the whole night because he was a fucking weirdo. And then when I went to like talk to Faith before we left and tell her that she did an amazing job, he was like looking at me like, "What about me?" And I was like, "No, you were
suck.
fucking on cocaine
You
or
suck,
something."
weird coke guy.
Yeah, you spilled our
Okay.
beers. You got our food mixed up.
Mochi Squeeze. That brings us to the end of Odd Valley,
Okay,
which
so-
is our 25-cent advice.
25-cent advice is, advice that we give that is definitely worth more than 25 cents, but we're giving it for free. And basically for me, it's to travel and experience new things. Just do something that you wouldn't normally do and live your life because it's quite short if you think about it. And you got to do everything that you want to do. Like at the moment. No, I have time, I'll do it later. No. Do it now. Now.
No better time than now.
Yeah.
My 25-cent advice is don't be afraid to spend a little extra.
Yes.
Because VIP experiences are incredible. And you only live once,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
get that first class ticket. Buy those VIP tickets. It's going to be a
Yes.
little more, but guess what? You're going to love it. So,
Yeah.
spend a little extra. Sometimes it makes sense to be frugal when possible. You could buy that like non-brand cereal. You know what I mean? You can save a little money here
But
and there. But
everything
when you're going
else,
on a
fuck it.
trip, you're going to a
Live
specific
life.
place. Fucking hit the VIPs. Feel what it's like to have a good time for a little extra money. You won't regret it.
Yes. All right.
There you go.
Well, we normally do a Coup de Grace shot, but both of us are really drunk. So
Yeah,
we're
we're
just
really
going to do a
trash.
cheers.
So I'll do a Coup de Grace chug.
Yes. So everybody raise
So,
your
let's
drinks
hit the music.
for the Coup de Grace time. Thank
Yep.
you for joining us. We haven't
No,
been back
that's
in forever. And we probably won't be back until the end of June. But just hang in there because I know you love us. We love you. And we'll drink with you soon.
Hold
All
on.
right.
I'm gonna do one soundboard.
Glasses, jacket, shirt. Call me glasses, jacket, and shirt man.
Okay. Ready?
That's all I got.
And cheers. Coup de Grace.
Coup de grace. Live, laugh, love, and drink. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again in like a couple weeks or whatever. We'll do another episode. Drink heavily. You should drink heavily as well.
It's a long weekend.
Let's go.
I don't care what you're doing. Enjoy.
Memorial.
It's my second favorite holiday because it's the start of the summer. This holiday is what that reminds me of. It's the start of sun's out, buns and guns out. I mean, I'm not showing any
Buns
of my
and guns. Nice.
I'm not showing any of my buns. Maybe a little of my guns.
Cheers
but I
out
got no
to y'all.
buns. But
Thanks
Do
for
it.
chilling. We'll see you
Yes.
next week.
Love you.
And goodbye.
okay, I gotta pee.